Predictive dreams, or dreaming of a future event before it happens, come to us all, although most of us don't realize or remember them. The reason is that when we sleep, we connect to our higher consciousness. This consciousness travels through time and brings us awareness of important events in our lives. When it comes to friends and family, there's often a telepathic connection between them, similar to a mother and child, where they can sense many emotions. This may also manifest in dreams. For example, the emotions of a loved one in need of support that urges you to call them. Loved ones who have passed can also visit us in our dreams and bring us future messages for ourselves or for someone else. This is because this is the easiest way for them to communicate in person. There's an old saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Beware of jealous friends, as thoughts are also energy. Bad intentions can send us negativity that can manifest in our dreams. This could be a warning of future problems down the road for your friendship. On a brighter note, future events that can brighten our day can also be manifested in our dreams. Some messages come in the form of symbols, such as dreaming of rivers or streams with fish. This often means good fortune or that money can come. Premonitions, unlike predictive dreams, can take many forms. They can appear in your dreams or as images in your mind's eye while you're awake. It is said that our spirit has many different parts or different versions of ourselves, each version existing in its own astral plane. While we go about our everyday lives, they travel through many timelines, gathering information from the future as well as the past. This, amongst other sources, gives us the gut feeling that is known as intuition. Although some people are more prone to having premonitions than others, we all have them and are capable of honing this skill. The first step is to acknowledge when they're happening. As society has programmed us to limit our understanding of the capabilities of our conscious mind, we're going to go over some tips of confirming a dream happening or when a premonition is happening. Premonitions are more vivid than normal night or daydreaming, or any images caused by reflex responses from your fight or flight system. A good example of a physical reflex response is if you're driving down the road and there may be animals that you're not actively looking at in the background. A thought or an image comes to mind of the exact animal that's actually around you, and then all of a sudden, you look for them as you're consciously aware of their presence. On the other hand, if you're driving and you have images come to your mind of an animal on the side of the road, which give you a feeling of urgency, although there's nothing around you, and then later in your trip, you find the exact same scenario playing out, this is when you find yourself surrounded by animals and the effects of a premonition. Also, premonitions that appear in dreams will always be more memorable, like the feeling of being in paradise or your favorite vacation spot, as you will take the sensations with you when you're awake. The scenarios in these premonitions are usually scripted out like a movie. This is different than a normal dream, as most dreams are random and forgettable. Another note is that if the scenario has nothing to do with any recent experiences, this can also help you rule out the notion that it's just your subconscious processing repressed emotions. Once the obvious is properly debunked, it is then we can expect the premonitions that we have to play a part in our future. At this point, it will be necessary to keep the knowledge gained in the back of our minds in order to use it to our advantage to maintain our happiness and harmony.